Ever find yourself in conversations where words just don't land, or a small misunderstanding spiral into a fight? What if you could handle every conversation with calm, clarity, and confidence, even when emotions are running high? That's exactly what the ancient Stoics mastered. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus knew that staying cool under pressure isn't just useful, it's essential for strong relationships. Whether you're dealing with a heated argument, expressing tough emotions, or simply trying to connect more deeply, these 7 Stoic strategies will show you how to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. If you want to communicate better with your partner, family, or friends, and become unshakable in the process, this is for you. So before we dive in, hit subscribe and join the journey to mastering Stoic wisdom. Let's turn every conversation into a chance to grow stronger and connect deeper. Number 1. Start with inner awareness. The Stoics believed that mastering yourself is essential for mastering communication. Conversations begin with how you feel and think before you speak. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is inner awareness, recognizing your emotions before they control your words. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment, only to regret it right after? That's what happens when emotions take the wheel. Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, am I responding intentionally, or am I just reacting? Taking a moment to breathe and assess your emotions helps prevent small disagreements from escalating into full-blown conflicts. One practical way to build inner awareness is by using the view from above. Imagine you're watching yourself in the conversation from a distance. Ask, will this matter in a week or a year? Often we realize that what feels urgent isn't worth getting worked up over. This practice shifts your focus from reacting emotionally to responding wisely. Also, pay attention to physical signs like a clenched jaw or a racing heart. Your body often knows when emotions are about to boil over. Recognizing these signals allows you to pause, breathe, and reset. The goal isn't to suppress emotions, but to manage them so they don't dominate your response. With time and practice, inner awareness becomes second nature. It allows you to remain calm in stressful conversations, helping you connect meaningfully instead of clashing. This shift not only improves communication, but strengthens relationships, creating space for trust, empathy, and understanding. Comment below. I choose to respond with wisdom, not emotion. And let's make every conversation a chance to grow stronger and connect deeper. Number 2. Practice empathy with logos. Stoicism teaches that effective communication balances reason, logos, with empathy. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, whenever someone has done wrong by you, immediately consider what notion of good or evil they had in doing it. This shift helps you understand others instead of judging them. When someone sees things differently, instead of reacting with frustration, pause and ask, what might they be experiencing right now? Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It's about staying curious and open. Help me see your perspective instead of, you're wrong. This makes the other person feel heard and respected, which builds trust and keeps conversations constructive. As Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. True listening means being present, not planning your response while the other person talks. When tensions rise, empathy becomes your greatest tool. If someone criticizes you, don't jump to defend yourself. Instead, try saying, I see why you might feel that way. Let's figure this out together. This approach reduces conflict and keeps both sides focused on solutions. Combining empathy with logic ensures you respond thoughtfully, staying calm without compromising your position. Empathy with logos transforms conversations from battles into meaningful exchanges. It's not about winning, it's about fostering understanding and connection. Comment below. I choose to listen twice as much as I speak. This is to create conversations that connect, not divide. Number 3. Stay calm amid conflict. Stoicism teaches that staying calm during conflict isn't a weakness, it's a strength. Seneca wisely said, "Anger, if not restrained, is more destructive than the thing that caused it." When emotions run high, it's easy to react impulsively and say things you'll regret. But by remaining composed, you maintain control over the only thing you truly can, your response. Calmness helps you think clearly, reduces the intensity of the argument, and allows you to focus on finding solutions rather than escalating the problem. The next time a conversation starts to get heated, try to pause. Take a breath. This pause creates space between stimulus and response, space where you can choose to stay level-headed instead of getting dragged into the storm. Ask yourself, is reacting emotionally worth the damage it might cause? Often, a calm demeanor alone can diffuse an argument before it spirals. Body language also plays a role in managing conflict. Relax your shoulders, unclench your fists, and keep your tone even. When you remain physically relaxed, it signals safety to the other person and reduces the emotional tension in the conversation. Calmness isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. It's okay to step away if things get too intense. Stoicism encourages us to recognize when we need space to regroup, saying, "I need a moment to collect my thoughts. Let's revisit this," isn't avoiding conflict, it's preventing harm. Over time, practicing this control builds trust and emotional safety in relationships. Comment below. I choose calm over chaos. And let's build stronger connections through patience and understanding. Number 4. Speak with purpose and brevity. The Stoics believed that words should be measured, intentional, and meaningful. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Let no action be random, nor words without meaning." In conversations, the goal isn't to fill silence or dominate with opinions. It's to communicate clearly and with purpose. When we speak intentionally, we avoid misunderstandings, build trust, and show respect for the listener's time and attention. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in over-explaining or saying things just to keep a conversation going. But more words don't always lead to better communication. The Stoic approach teaches us to focus on what matters and leave out what doesn't. Before speaking, ask yourself, is this necessary? Will this contribute meaningfully to the conversation? If not, it's often better to hold back. Another key to speaking with purpose is staying focused. Avoid drifting into irrelevant details or tangents. Stick to the main point and make sure your words align with your intentions. For example, if you want to apologize, say so directly. "I'm sorry for what I said earlier." Don't wrap it in unnecessary justifications that could dilute the sincerity of your message. Tone is just as important as words. Speak calmly and respectfully, especially during sensitive conversations. A gentle tone signals openness and invites the other person to respond in the same way. If you speak with purpose, people are more likely to listen closely and respect what you say. Practicing brevity doesn't mean being cold or dismissive. It's about making every word count. With time, this habit transforms your communication. You'll notice people responding more thoughtfully and your words carrying more weight. Comment below. I speak only what is necessary and meaningful. This comment is to build trust through clarity and intention. If these Stoic principles are already inspiring you to rethink how you communicate, imagine how applying them can transform your relationships. Every conversation can become an opportunity for growth, trust, and deeper connection. But learning these practices takes time and reflection, and that's where this community can help. Now, if you found value in these ideas, hit that like button to let us know. Don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Share this video with someone who could benefit from calmer, more meaningful communication. And if you're ready to dive deeper into Stoicism and strengthen every conversation you have, subscribe now and join us on this journey. Together, let's build stronger connections, one mindful conversation at a time. Number 5. Listen actively without judgment. The Stoics believed that effective communication is not just about speaking, it's also about listening and doing so with presence and humility. Epictetus reminds us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. Active listening isn't just hearing someone's words, it's engaging with their message fully, without distraction or judgment. When people feel heard, they're more likely to trust you, opening the door for real connection and understanding. In conversations, it's easy to fall into the trap of listening only to prepare your response. But active listening means being fully present, putting aside your own thoughts, and focusing entirely on what the other person is saying. Show that you're engaged by maintaining eye contact, nodding occasionally, and responding thoughtfully. Simple phrases like, "That sounds important," or "Tell me more about that," encourage the speaker to open up even further. Listening without judgment is key, especially when disagreements arise. Instead of rushing to correct or defend yourself, take a breath and ask, what can I learn from their perspective? This shift turns conversations into opportunities for growth instead of battles to be won. It also signals respect, showing the other person that their feelings and ideas matter, even if you don't fully agree. If emotions start running high, resist the urge to interrupt. Let them finish, then reflect on what they said before offering your thoughts. This approach helps de-escalate conflicts and builds trust over time. Remember, listening is an act of patience and generosity. It shows you care about more than just your own opinions. Comment below, I listen to understand, not to reply. And let's make every conversation a chance to connect meaningfully. Number 6. Control what you can, let go of the rest. Stoicism teaches us that peace lies in understanding what is within our control and releasing what is not. As Epictetus said, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. This principle applies perfectly to communication. You can control your words, tone, and actions, but not how others will react. Trying to change someone's opinion or emotions often leads to frustration. True mastery is focusing on your part and letting go of what lies beyond your influence. In difficult conversations, it's tempting to fixate on getting the other person to understand or agree with you. But Stoicism reminds us that forcing outcomes is futile. Instead, ask yourself, am I doing my best to express myself clearly and respectfully? If the answer is yes, that's all you can control. Whether the other person listens or not is up to them, and not something to stress over. This mindset doesn't mean giving up on people. It means being free from unnecessary emotional strain. When you focus on your actions and intentions, you communicate from a place of calm confidence. For example, Instead of trying to convince someone to see things your way, say, "I've shared my perspective. I respect whatever choice you make." This signals maturity and invites mutual respect. Letting go doesn't mean being indifferent. It's about accepting what you can't change. When you stop attaching your happiness to external outcomes, conversations become smoother and less emotionally charged. With time, you'll find that people often respond better to calm, detached communication than to pressure or control. Comment below. I focus on what I can control and let go of the rest. This comment makes you embrace calm and clarity in every conversation. Number 7. Practice forgiveness and acceptance. Stoicism teaches that no one is perfect. Not you, not me, not anyone. Marcus Aurelius put it best. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. This mindset encourages us to practice forgiveness, both toward others and ourselves. Mistakes will happen, arguments will arise, and people, including us, will fall short. But holding on to resentment only burdens us with unnecessary emotional weight. Forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior, it's about choosing peace over conflict. In relationships, forgiveness allows you to move forward instead of getting stuck in the past. If someone wrongs you, Stoicism reminds you to separate the action from the person. Ask yourself, have I ever made a mistake I wish someone forgave? This reflection builds empathy and helps you let go of grudges. It doesn't mean you accept hurtful behavior. It means you're free from the burden of holding on to anger. Self-forgiveness is equally important. Too often we replay our own mistakes in our heads, judging ourselves harshly. But Marcus Aurelius advises, don't be ashamed of needing help. Like a soldier storming a wall, you have a mission to accomplish. Accepting your imperfections allows you to grow without self-imposed shame dragging you down. When you forgive yourself, you become better equipped to learn from your experiences and handle future challenges with wisdom. Acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about acknowledging reality and working with it. It frees you from trying to control everything and allows you to focus on what truly matters. Relationships flourish when we release unrealistic expectations and embrace each other's humanity. Comment below, I forgive, let go, and grow. This comment is to make stronger connections by embracing forgiveness and acceptance. And that wraps up our exploration of Stoic communication. From mastering inner awareness to practicing empathy, staying calm in conflict, speaking with purpose, listening without judgment, focusing on what we can control, and embracing forgiveness. Each principle brings us closer to meaningful conversations and stronger relationships. If these ideas resonated with you, don't let the learning stop here. Hit that like button to let us know you found value in these insights. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more content on Stoicism and personal growth. And most importantly, share this video with someone who could benefit from calmer, more intentional communication.